NBA teams only have a handful of games left in the regular season. In the Eastern Conference, the playoff picture is almost set, but there are still few spots up for grabs in the Western Conference. Will a non-playoff team make a late-season push? Or are the final few games a formality with the postseason field in place? AccusScore has simulated every game remaining this season and provided answers for these important questions. The table below shows probabilities to get into the playoffs and week-to-week changes. AccusScore's odds to make NBA playoffs probability versus weekly percent change: Bucks 99.70.7, Spurs 98.81.0, Timberwolves 98.71.1, Thunder 94.5 to 3.7, Pelicans 80.0 to 8.0, Jazz 77.8 to 0.3, Clippers 33.79.3, Nuggets 20.25.0, Pistons 0.1 to 0.9. Note: the Hornets, Nets, Magic, Hawks, Mavericks, Kings, Suns, Grizzlies, Knicks, Bulls and Lakers have already been officially eliminated from the playoffs. The Raptors, Celtics, Cavs, 76ers, Pacers, Wizards, Heat, Rockets, Warriors and Trail Blazers have secured their spots for the playoffs. Eastern Conference playoff picture: the East playoff field is almost set. The Pistons aren't mathematically eliminated yet after winning 5 straight games, but it's a case of too little, too late for Detroit. The Raptors are currently the favorite to take top seed in the Eastern Conference over the Celtics with a 2-game lead in the standings, but look out for the 76ers. Philadelphia has found top form just before the playoffs with an 11-game winning streak, pushing the Sixers to 4th in the Eastern Conference. Based on simulations, they will stay in that position just behind the Cavs. Western Conference playoff picture: there hasn't been a ton of movement since last week in the West. The teams that have been on track to reach the playoffs based on simulations, the Spurs, Thunder, Jazz, Timberwolves and Pelicans, still hold high probabilities for the postseason. Only New Orleans is sliding in terms of playoff security following a 4-game losing streak. That could be trouble for Anthony Davis and the rest of the Pelicans. The Clippers have notably improved the playoff odds. Los Angeles still has some control of its own destiny, as the Clippers will battle playoff teams in 3 of the final 4 games. Currently, they're just 2 games behind the Pelicans for the No. 8 seed in the West. Denver has a chance to make serious progress as well. The Nuggets face the Timberwolves twice before the end of the season, and with only 1 game of separation between the two teams, those matchups could determine whether the Nuggets reach the playoffs for the first time since 2013. Simulations show Denver still has an uphill climb to reach the postseason. The Rockets and Warriors have secured home court advantage through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. The Trail Blazers also locked up home court advantage for the first round. It appears the Spurs will be the 4th in the West and have home court advantage in the first round. They are predicted to win 48 games by the end of the season, while the Thunder and Timberwolves are projected to hit 47 wins based on the latest simulations. AccusScore will update NBA championship probabilities when playoffs start.